This episode of the Wayang Crew podcast is brought to you by Times Cineplex. Hey, welcome back everyone to yet another episode of the Wayang Crew podcast. It's me, Kev, speaking to you on this mic on this podcast where we talk about all things movies, especially movies that are playing here in Brunei Darussalam. First up, it's my co-host, it's Timmy.
Hey.
What's up?
Just did a show. Wait, I wasn't performing, but we did.
You were an integral part of the show.
Yes.
You know?
I would like to think
You just
so.
have to know that. Don't worry, we need you.
A BruHaha show.
How did it go?
Great 2 nights. I was at the back, finally not doing a show. No, I didn't do a set. So now I know how it feels like not to be panicking at the back and cramping.
It's nice to sit back and relax and
Yes.
just let other people take the limelight for a while.
Enjoy the show with
Enjoy the
the
show.
people.
Must be nice to think that way.
All right. Up next, it's the other co-host of the podcast. It's Kai.
Hey Kev, what's up?
What's up? How are you?
Polar opposite of you guys. That's why I said must be nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not at my best today.
Well, you are feeling a little bit under the weather, but you're
Yeah.
not dying, so that's okay.
Yeah, I'm much more alive. I'm much more alive today than I was last night. So here's to another day.
But based on your shirt,
Yeah.
you killed last night.
Apparently I did. Yeah.
You did. You did really well. You did
Thanks, guys.
a really long set.
Yeah, as usual.
I was at the back of the room in awe,
Oh.
just looking up and going, wow.
He went over his time. No, let's just give it to him. Let's
doesn't
just
get-
give it to him.
Actually, I didn't say that to you. I was like, how long has he been up there? 20-something minutes. I said, it's okay. Just let him.
Give
It's
him.
fine.
Let's give it to him.
All right, on this week's episode, we don't have a movie to review for you guys, unfortunately, because we have been busy putting together the shows that we had over the last weekend. But we will be going through a list of the 2019 movies that are coming out. That's later on in the show. But first, let's get to the first part of our show, as usual, which is the news. Did you guys see the Aladdin trailer?
Yes. I still would like to see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Look.
Okay, so here's the thing. Did I bring this up on this podcast or was this like a conversation I had with a friend? I can't remember. Did we do the Disney 2019 breakdowns on the show?
Yeah, we did.
Right? Yeah. And I figured, right? They have all these big titles. They have like Dumbo, Aladdin, Lion King in the remakes department. Then they have Captain Marvel, Endgame, Spider-Man in the comic book department. And then they got Toy Story and Frozen and Star Wars in the sequels department. Like
Yeah.
they have 9 tentpole films coming out this year. And I said it before, a couple of them will take a hit. And from the looks of it, Aladdin seems to be slightly with a handicap at the moment.
Yeah, you're right.
Mainly because this movie, I did not know this, but 80% of my friends say this is their favorite animated movie of all time.
Not surprised.
So I was like, whoa, really? I even, it's not even my favorite, right? But the amount of disappointment is really it's a passionate disappointment from people.
So people are actually not happy that this is getting a live remake.
That was the first one. They're like, we don't need a live remake of this. And then there was the whole casting fiasco that happened. It took them 8 months to find the right people to play these characters. And then there was all the reports of, I don't know if this is true, but apparently there were white crew members being put makeup and colors on.
Oh, so they were being
made to look
Like
brown.
brown
They
body.
didn't have enough brown people.
So apparently, yeah. So I don't know what the truth is there, but Cal Penn, the guy who plays Kumar in the Harold and Kumar films, pointed it out. He said, Disney, I heard you guys are painting white people brown to fill up your film.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
That
Yeah.
is not good.
It's not good.
And then Disney addressed the issue and said there are certain key roles like stuntman, like there are certain key roles that could only be done by certain people, and then we had to color them up. Disney came up with a statement, and then there was the whole controversy with the magazine shoot that came out a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, where Will Smith was not exactly
Blue. Yeah.
But now in this trailer,
He's
is
blue, and still people are not digging it.
But the thing about him being blue in this trailer is that the internet has just crumbled and they are going out for this
Yeah,
blue
they are.
genie. They're not happy.
No.
People in general are thinking is this what we're getting? If this is what we're getting, I don't want this genie.
Yeah, so there's been a very vocal fan base who who are against it at the moment.
I'm one of them. Come on, man.
Actually, I don't care. how
Yeah,
he
I
looks.
don't care at this point because, like, personally for me, I think it would be really terrible to be an actor and to hear your movies being like berated
Yeah.
online. Like, I can imagine what that must feel like, especially for the new lead Mena Masood. This is his first ever big role. I'm sure he's the right guy to play the role, right? He fit the director's vision, I'm sure. So to hear people bash on one part of this trailer and like overlook the other parts of the trailer, I just like, man, it's a terrible place to be in.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah,
what...
like I'm probably not gonna watch it.
I don't think you can do anything following the cartoon. 'cause
Yeah, you can,
There's
right?
nothing you can do.
You can't improve that.
Yeah.
Right? Because also, like, the late Robin Williams gave the performance for the ages
Yeah.
as the genie. I was just having this conversation at a wedding yesterday. It's that my favorite lines from Robin Williams, the first one is in Good Will Hunting when he tells Will it's not his fault. And there was this very powerful scene that happened. Second is Aladdin where he said, "You'll always be a prince to me, Al." Right after he becomes free.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like, I can't even believe that Robin Williams' second best line, in my opinion, came from a cartoon. Like, so that's just very big shoes to fill.
The thing for me is that even though we don't see like a physical Robin Williams in the original Aladdin movie, his voice alone brought that character. I mean, obviously you had the animators who drew it, to what he was doing in the sound booth as he was doing it. But the voice comes forward, and it's not the visual that brings the character, it's the voice. All right, let's move on. We also got a trailer this week. This was not really a surprise, although this could spell the death clock for a lot of parents. We got a trailer, or a teaser actually, for Frozen 2.
Yeah, it's also tied back to Aladdin.
Yeah.
Because apparently, Scott Mendelson at Forbes, if you guys don't read his articles, you should. Like, they're great articles. He surmised that Disney was not planning on releasing a Frozen teaser, but because Aladdin got so much hate, that same night, at the end of the night, Disney was like, all right, we gotta distract
So
them.
they made a decision and like, look, let's
just hit the panic button, put out Frozen.
let's bring the good press back and
Yeah.
oh man.
So Scott Mendelson over at Forbes surmised that was what happened, because immediately Frozen just conquered social conversation.
There was no talk of Will Smith.
No, it was it. They were like, oh no, what's happening to Elsa?
Frozen 2.
Yeah.
It also set a record for being the most played trailer in the first 24 hours. It hit 116.4 million plays in the first 24 hours. That's only beating The Incredibles 2, which racked up 113.6.
Do you think they put it in their back pocket in case?
Yeah. I'm sure they did. Yeah.
People are either gonna love the genie or hate it. It's like, but in case they hate it, we have a plan B.
We have a backup.
Yeah.
You guys remember 5 years ago when this thing came out? Oh man, it was
What,
everywhere.
Frozen?
Yeah.
I never watched it.
I watched some of it and then I was
I
like,
had
you know
to
what?
watch it.
I don't think this is for me.
Yeah.
But the songs were everywhere. I mean, even if you didn't watch the
Fake
movie,
merchandise.
you
was
knew
everywhere.
the songs.
I
Let it go.
accidentally heard it.
You've definitely heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I wanted to know what
What the hype was?
the hype was about.
Yeah,
so
I had a
had to
friend
watch
who had a crush on Elsa.
What?
it. Okay, I think we move on.
We should. Did you guys check out this trailer from one of your favorite directors? It's Tommy Wiseau. He's got a new movie coming out. It's a horror movie and it's called Big Shark.
Yeah. I saw my
It's a horror movie.
It's a horror
Oh
movie.
my god. Tommy.
He's trying to break
What
the
are you
genre.
doing,
I don't know
Tommy?
what he's doing. Okay, if you haven't watched it, let me break it down for you. You see his longtime friend Greg Sestero.
Yes.
Yes, he's in a scene with Tommy Wiseau. They're at a restaurant and they're sort of talking, and then I think they run across like a group of girls, and then they try and hit on the girls, and then the girl's like, you know,
Hey,
what?
girl.
I don't want you. And then there's like a slap, and then they laugh at the guy, and then all of a sudden there's like water on the street, and then they're like, oh look, it's water, and then like the water just rises, and then it's waist deep, and they're still in water, and then in the background someone gets eaten by like a very very bad digital shark in the background, and
This
then
sounds like it's gonna be the greatest movie of the year.
that's why I was saying like it's so bad that I'm like
This is like basically the sequel to The Room. Underwater.
Is he doing this on purpose?
Yeah, he has to be in on it, right? Like, nobody's that ignorant.
I'll make the greatest movie ever.
Yeah, I just want to make a movie, Greg. Greg, nobody take me respect like actor.
Here's a question: will you watch this?
I've not seen the previous one.
I haven't
What?
seen the room.
No, I've seen The Room. That other one they did.
Yeah,
The
like 2 years ago or last year.
last year.
What was it? I can't remember.
There
what
was
it's
movie.
called.
I've not seen that one.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
I've not seen that one yet.
Let's talk about a movie that we all have seen and it's been given so many awards. It's got so much recognition. It's Black Panther. It just added another honor, and it's from PETA, who have given it the Cat's Meow Award for its CG animals, the depiction of the Jabari tribe as vegetarian, and star Chadwick Boseman's vegetarianism during training.
Who are they up against?
Ergo, PETA, if you're listening, you're a joke. PETA, you're such a joke.
Here's more from the article. Apparently, there's something called the Best SeaWorld Side-Eyed Award, which raises an awareness that exploiting captive animals for profit and entertainment is, in PETA's view, cruel and dangerous, obviously. Went to 2 films, Love, Simon and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Danny Glover earned Best Costume for Lando Calrissian's fur-free jacket in Solo, a Star Wars
PETA, you hear yourself, right? Like, you guys are a joke.
I mean, yeah, sure, protect the animals, but to do this,
You guys are such a joke. How much money they spent on that?
I mean,
Money that could have saved animals.
So they gave Danny Glover's cape collection an award for not having any fur, but Danny...
Did they not give... You mean Donald Glover?
Donald Glover, sorry.
Yeah.
Did they not see Chewbacca?
That is funny.
I mean,
Oh no.
PETA.
what about Batman?
Stop.
I don't know.
Like, was his suit made?
There no
His cape's leather.
in Batman there is exploitation of animals because there's bats in the cave.
Yeah.
Those are CG.
No, sorry, stunt bats.
Yeah, those are CG.
I don't think they CG those. Let's move on to James Cameron, who has like a slew of movies coming out in the next couple of years.
He's got Avatar
Like
2 to 5.
4 Avatar movies.
Yeah, and then he's got Alita 2 to 5.
He has hinted at a possible return to the Alien franchise.
So, Alien 2 to 5?
He's gonna wipe out 3 and
sorry, it's Alien 3 to 5, yeah.
yeah, he's gonna wipe out 3, but then
I thought... Oh, wait, 3... No, I did not like
there's
3.
only 3. No, there's 4.
There's 4 plus
No, 5,
Prometheus
yeah.
and the rubbish known as Covenant.
Anyway, what happened with this franchise was that the first 3 movies were given to 3 separate directors. So you had Ridley Scott, who opened up the franchise
Yeah,
You
as
had-
a horror movie.
as a horror movie. Then you had James Cameron, who turned it into a sci-fi action,
and made one of the greatest sequels of all time.
which is my favorite movie.
Oh, is your favorite Aliens?
One of my favorite. Yeah. Out of the original 3, it's Aliens.
Oh, man.
Definitely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you preferred the first one.
No.
Oh, nice. We're better friends now. Yeah. Aliens is amazing.
Come get some.
Yeah. Game over, man.
Game over. Yeah. Anyway, the late great Bill Paxton there. He says that it's sort of had its time, and he's thinking of coming back, but he's sort of not sure. Do you think he should come back? I don't know. Will he have his hands full?
So here's what I know about James Cameron. He and Ridley Scott have they've never really worked well together. This goes back to Titanic and Gladiator being funded by the same studio, I think.
Is it?
I think so. Is Gladiator and the Fox?
Can't remember.
Yeah, so basically, Ridley Scott, he's always been against the changes Cameron made to the Alien saga.
Yeah.
Because he introduced the concept of the Queen and everything.
Because Ridley Scott wants to be all mythological.
Mythological
and
horror.
It's got to be more primal. And,
Yeah.
it pulls at your
It's
primal
got to be
instincts.
more Manichaean, but with James Cameron, it's more like, no, it's science fiction.
Yeah, it's action. It's aliens.
Yeah.
You can kill them.
So James Cameron also strikes me as very petty. Like if you watch interviews, he's petty, which is fine. He's made like 10 billion at the box office. It's fine. You can be petty. I don't care. So I wouldn't be surprised if funding for the next Alien movie, which is supposed to be Alien Paradise Lost, which is supposed to be the final chapter of the prequel series, apparently it's just not picking up. So I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't pick up. And James Cameron's Avatar 2 makes a ton of money, and he just goes, by the way, can I get like some money to make the next ones?
Or he would have made enough money to go,
I'll
fund it.
Yeah, or I'll buy the rights. James, if you're listening, do us a solid, man. What was Covenant?
we need you.
Yeah.
We need you back because we need to see.
Ridley, if you're listening, back off.
We need cool weapons.
Yeah.
We need cool planes.
And we need answers.
Speaking of James Cameron, he has revealed the Terminator 6 title, and it is Terminator Dark Fates.
Yeah, no. No, James, I love you, but no.
Apparently, this is just a working title.
Oh, okay, that makes
Okay?
sense.
So what it says in this article is that he revealed the working title of the project, which is Terminator Dark Fate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which means that it still can be changed.
Yeah, that's fine if it's a working title.
I mean, even one of the great movies of all time, which is Return of the Jedi, for the longest time
It was
was
called
called
Blue Harvest.
Revenge of the Jedi.
Oh, before that was called Blue Harvest.
Yeah, before that was
Yeah.
Blue Harvest, but it was like Revenge.
And
they're
then
like,
a
"No."
month, no, not 2 months before.
Yeah, Jedis don't actually, have revenge.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
Return-
George Lucas for you.
Yeah.
Makes enough money to change the films completely.
So all of these big directors, they have their mood swings.
yeah.
Up next, we got some behind-the-scenes photos of the upcoming Charlie's Angels movie, which is directed by Elizabeth Banks, and it's an, obviously
Elizabeth Bank,
Elizabeth Banks,
the actress.
Rita Repulsa.
Okay.
She's directing this.
Okay.
She directed the last what was that musical thing?
Pitch
Poppins?
Perfect 3.
Pitch Perfect. Yeah, she directed that.
Poppins
Anyway,
was not good. Well, not that great. I didn't enjoy
I
Poppins.
didn't watch it.
whatever. Are you excited to see this? Apparently, it's gonna have nothing in common with the ones that we got in the 2000s with Charlize Theron.
The Angels.
No, not Charlize Theron. Cameron Diaz. What am I talking
Yeah.
about? Cameron
Yeah,
Diaz,
yeah.
Lucy Liu, and
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Yeah.
Who's
The Angels this time around is Naomi Scott, Jasmine / Pink Ranger.
I'll watch it.
Who's
Kristen Stewart
Kristen Stewart? Yeah.
and a fairly new face, Ella Balinska.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like Charlie's Angels, I guess. This movie is going to have apparently 2 Bosleys.
Charlie's.
3 Bosleys. So Elizabeth Banks herself is going to be playing one of the Bosleys, and the other 2 Bosleys will be played by Jaimon Honsoo, and the last one played by Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart is
Patrick Stewart sounds like the most likely choice
to be the
for a
Bosley,
because
yeah.
you could hear him from the speaker.
Yeah.
Good morning, angels.
Yeah, you
You can see it. I'll watch this. I don't mind it. We'll just have to see what happens.
Elizabeth Banks is Rita Repulsa.
Yeah.
I said that.
He said that.
Oh, sorry. I zoned out. I'm
Wow.
sorry.
He said that. Yeah.
It's like a guy just got some Pink Ranger.
So you're definitely gonna watch this, huh?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
All right.
all they need is like Dacre Montgomery to be like a secondary character. You have the red, pink, and
Yeah.
one's Green Ranger.
Yeah.
The same film.
Or as we say in Brunei, habis.
Abela.
Habis. Ghostbusters 3. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago
Yep.
on the podcast. We got a short teaser which was released by the son of Ivan Reitman, Jason Reitman. Ivan Reitman, of course, directed the first 2 original movies. He apparently has been working sort of like under the covers and, doing this a little bit incognito. This is going to be a sequel to the second.
So the
and they are
all-female cast did not exist.
Yeah, apparently it's not going to be canon, and
Okay.
we had
That
some
is
controversy
so annoying.
with Leslie Jones and the director of that movie coming out and saying, "What? That's not fair. Come on, we're
Yeah.
Ghostbusters too."
Wait, what happened with the director?
Which director?
Paul Feig?
Paul Feig was not happy.
With the fact that there's a Ghostbusters 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was announced that it's not part of the story of
The
his
larger
Ghostbusters movie.
mythology?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is a
because-
direct sequel to part 2.
Because Bill Murray is in the
Yeah.
all-female cast.
Well, if you had made a better movie, I don't get it. So this is what I don't get, right? Studios own this property, okay? It's not me coming up to you. It's like you're a contractor, which essentially is what you are. And I'm telling you, hey, Kev, here's a house. I need you to paint it and decorate it with the theme that I chose. The theme for the house would be Victorian, right? And then you make it into some pseudo-modern Japanese lifestyle home, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I did not ask for that. I asked for Victorian. I don't understand directors who are given a property with a fan base for 30 plus years, okay? I don't care if the lead's all female. None of that is essential. Because nobody hates female-led films. Nobody does.
Yeah.
I think The Force Awakens destroyed that concept because Rey is a female character. Force Awakens is number 4 all time. But I don't understand directors who don't want to work with what they're given. If you want to make a Ghostbusters movie, it's not that difficult to set it in the same universe 30 years later. Kristen Wiig's character must have grown up idolizing Harold Ramis' character.
Yeah.
And she could have learned and improved on what they did.
Or she could have been like a niece or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Nobody would have complained. But this guy decides to make a movie about 4 girls and go, by the way, those never happened. It's like, you can't do that to a franchise.
You're right.
You can't do that to a franchise.
Especially one with a cult following as, Ghostbusters.
And you don't want to be the guy when the studio releases a box set, your movie's the worst one.
So this next Ghostbusters movie is going to start filming soon, which is good because it is slated for release in 2020. And there is a character breakdown sheet that was released.
Oh, interesting.
It's going to introduce the main cast, and I'm going to read it out, okay? So this movie is going to center around teenagers.
Okay.
There's going to be 4 teenagers, just like how we had 4 original Ghostbusters.
Yep.
So the first is unnamed lead boy 1. To play 13 years old, a conspiracy theorist who is very into fantasy. Second, unnamed lead girl 1. To play 12 years old, a science kid that has trouble connecting with others on an emotional level, has difficulty understanding feelings, and is not aware of how hurtful her comments can be at times.
Okay.
Next up, unnamed lead boy 2. Also 12 years old, slender, pale, dark hair, piercing blue eyes, aquiline features, high cheekbones, withdrawn, witty, stubborn, and remains playful in spite of hardship. He is also a brilliantly quick thinker under pressure and is at ease with technology and has a high facility for problem solving. And finally, also a girl, lead girl number 2, to play 13 years old, fun, loving, a bit of an airhead, always curious, haunted, charmed, dazed. This is the cast of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And also, it looks like this would have a Goosebumps angle to it.
Kind of. It kind of feels like
Yeah.
they're sort of trying to...
It feels like it's going to be like a kid's movie, and then the Ghostbusters would come in as like legacy characters.
or the ones that are still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Hal Ramis is no longer with
Yeah.
us. You know what? Show me a first trailer. Show me like the original tech and the original stuff that we saw from the first 2 movies. We already got the Ecto 1 and we already heard the proton packs, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm excited for that. Show me that.
And Jason Reitman is a great director. Like I should say that he's a great director. I'm super excited to see what he does.
What has he done?
I could be wrong, but I think he did one of my favorite movies of all time, Up in the Air.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and okay, so I'm not a huge Ghostbusters fan. Like I know Kev is, but
It's just nostalgia.
yeah, it's like power to the franchise, right? Like
Yeah.
if we found out Back to the Future 4 was happening, we'd all be happy.
Oh, I would like.
I would, yeah.
I would lose it. I'd take off work for a week and just
Yep.
sizzle at home.
Yeah, Jason Reitman made Up in the Air. It's the best George Clooney movie of all time. That was also, I think, Anna Kendrick's debut film. It's amazing. Yeah,
All right. Anyone here watch Kung Fu Hustle?
You
did?
I watched it
I did.
like when it first came out. I don't remember it.
I loved it.
I liked it, although I did not like it as much as Shaolin
Shaolin
Soccer.
Soccer. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which was one of the first few hits for Stephen Chow as a director.
More than 12 years ago.
Oh, it's a long time ago.
Kung Fu Hustle was 14 years ago.
Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle was 2004 and Shaolin Soccer was 2001. Here's a fun fact: Shaolin Soccer was banned in the UK at one point.
Why?
Not for anything sinister. It's just that they said that this movie is a disgrace to football. And this is true. You can Google it.
Yeah, I think I heard this. but I
Anyway,
forgot
Kung
what
Fu
it was.
Hustle 2 is currently in the works.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're gonna get a sequel.
Did you know Stephen Chow released a recent movie he
King of
directed?
Comedy.
It was apparently really bad.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a shame. I feel like it's been on a downward spiral since C7.
I think it's
Yeah.
no, it's called the New Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't watched it myself, but from what I heard, it's not that good.
It's not good. Apparently, this new movie, Kung Fu Hustle 2, won't be set in what was the 1970s, I think, which was the...
Yep.
This is going to be like a current day
Oh,
movie.
that's gonna be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. Are we excited for this?
I
I
like him.
think there are very few. Stephen Chow's from Hong Kong, right?
Yep.
There are very few Hong Kong movies that you can revisit after a long time and still deliver on a certain quality. I think Police Story is an exception because if you watch it as a whole, the Police Story saga holds up. And I think it's because Jackie Chan was directly involved in how they were made.
Oh, he wrote it. He did
Yeah.
everything.
Young and Dangerous.
Yeah. But the problem with Kung Fu Hustle is that it was meant to be like a one-time, like, yeah, it's a great film. But to revisit that, I'm not really sure how that would work.
I think this is his panic button, or
Yeah.
maybe like I want to be
This
relevant.
is
again.
this is his Frozen 2 trailer.
Oh, yes, it probably is. I'll still watch it regardless, although maybe not rush to the cinemas to watch it. I mean, these movies, we were, when it came out, I think I was a teenager.
I had
No,
zero
I-
expectation when
The
I
first Kung
watched
Fu Hustle?
No, like Shaolin Soccer,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was like 17, 18.
I was like 15 when Kung Fu Hustle came
Yeah,
out.
so I had time, but nowadays I'm like, yeah, if it's something I don't really want to watch, I'm not gonna bother.
Probably not watching the premiere.
Would you guys like to see a penguin?
I've seen a penguin before.
No, I mean like a Batman villain penguin.
Oh, okay.
A film about
No,
Penguin?
we have talked about the possibility, and Josh Gad was expressed interest in playing the role of Penguin, which is one of Batman's arch nemesis. Here's another person who maybe sort of put his name in the hat, but didn't really say he wanted it. He just said, "Well, if it's on the table, yeah, I'll try." Jack Black.
Not a bad choice. But Jack Black plays himself.
Yeah, he does.
Everything is
I don't know. Maybe he can surprise us.
Yeah. No, I see it.
I would like to see a screen test first, and then
Yeah.
and then we'll sort of see where we
As
go
if
from
we'll
there.
make the decision.
I really just hope they still make the Penguin deformed. Like, that's his...
Like Danny DeVito's Penguin.
and Batman Returns was good. I know people don't like it. I like it. But I'm not a fan of the Gotham Penguin.
Oh, I liked him.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He's a great character. Just don't call him Penguin.
Yeah, just call him
Like,
Oswald.
give him a different... Yeah, Oswald. I would have been happy. Like, the guy is amazing. It's just... The Penguin, the reason why he's called that way is because he had a birth defect.
Yeah.
And he had a lot to compensate for.
Okay.
And he goes on to, like, become a mob boss because, he's addicted to power. Like, that's the Penguin's trajectory. So whoever they cast, I hope he's deformed in some way. Like, not from birth.
no, I mean as in
naturally.
prosthetics.
For the
that's what we
purposes
mean.
of the film. Wow.
I mean, we wouldn't mind if someone was originally.
Yeah. Equal opportunity.
Sure.
Okay. Speaking of casting, we talked a little bit on the last episode of the podcast about the sad news, and Kai was like, "No, that's probably not it." Apparently, Ben Affleck is no longer Batman, but then
Apparently, he went on Jimmy Kimmel.
Apparently,
Banged the call.
he himself is going like, "Yeah, I'm done." But then certain publications are saying maybe he's not quite done.
So I watched that interview, and he talks about the film. He goes, "I worked with a great screenwriter, and I couldn't crack it." I'm like, "That's a directing term, crack it." So I don't know, Ben, but he looks happy. So
he's smiling.
He was smiling.
He's smiling.
Maybe he was like, I'm done.
So that leaves a big Batman-shaped hole in the wall to fill. And we've had a couple of names pop up. We've had people like John Hamm and more recently, who did we talk about?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, who has some acting chops and potentially could do well in the role. There was some rumors circulating that Warner Brothers had sort of earmarked someone to try for the role, and that person is Chris Pratt. Although on an interview on another podcast, or I think it was an MTV, he was asked about it, and he was just as surprised as anything. He was like, "What? They want me for Batman?" But the question that I pose to you guys is: do you see Chris Pratt as a Batman? I don't see him as a Batman.
No. Nope.
Just stay a Star-Lord.
He's got the wrong look. Okay, maybe in the mask, in terms of body and in terms of what he is physically capable of doing as Batman, maybe, but he wouldn't play a Bruce Wayne. Like, he doesn't have the look, right? It's not just me.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
If there's anybody in the MCU who could pull off Batman, just because he's got the jawline, Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're talking voice, Benedict Cumberbatch has a very deep voice. And
But I don't think he'll
he
be
does.
as good.
His bone structure is in Batman bone structure. You know what I mean?
Well, they could just pad him up, like.
I guess. But it's tough because the MCU actors are chosen specifically to represent Marvel characters, so they haven't really gotten a build for Batman anywhere in there. But I guess Chris Evans could physically be the character.
Aren't they planning on doing a young Batman?
Yeah, they are. They're planning on doing a younger
That's
Batman.
the Batman movie.
Yeah.
Which
2022.
2021.
Yeah, 2021.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of Batman, there was a comic run of Batman. I think it was in the early 2000s. I may be wrong on this. Kai will... Oh, sorry. It's 2015. There was a run of comic books, and Batman meets the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
There is going to be an animated movie
Oh, that is nice.
about this. Now I'm on board. Now I want to see this. After, the hurt and the disappointment we felt with Batman Ninja, we need this.
Yeah, no, this is going to be good.
Please make this good.
Yeah, and it was... I can't remember which issue it was done until I was like, no way, it's Batman. It was so good. I was like, yeah, that's
I
funny.
love Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Yeah. I love those turtles.
Although not the Turtles now.
What
Yeah,
Turtles now?
the
The last movie that came out was like
No.
Ninja Turtles 3.
As in the Turtles now, the animated Turtles on Nickelodeon.
Oh no, but I loved just the previous generation.
Yeah, the one before this. The one with the white eyes.
2000 and no. In 2012, they started a new series of Nickelodeon cartoons.
Okay.
And that just ended like last year. And then they rebooted it with an African American April O'Neil recently. So there's 2 generations of Nickelodeon now.
Okay.
But the 2012 one is amazing. I was so skeptical of the design because they were all smiling. I was like, I'm not feeling this. I watched 1 season and I couldn't stop watching it.
Okay, I will check that out.
They're amazing. You'll enjoy it.
Turtle fans, let us know what you think. Here's some news for you, TB. Funko has revealed some new Spider-Man Far From Home figures.
Okay.
So I'm just letting you know on
It's okay.
on the air.
Not on my collection, Spider-Man.
What happened?
I'm collecting Batman.
Wow.
Isn't there a Funko movie coming out?
Huh?
No, I don't think so.
A Funko movie? I did not
Okay.
hear about this.
I must have heard wrong.
Well, if you find it, let me know. Here's something else for you, TB. Power Rangers.
Yes, I'm listening.
Another film
Power Rangers movie?
could be in the works.
I told you guys.
This is after the recent buyover by Hasbro, and Hasbro's trying to build this Hasbro universe. They're doing this.
Yep. There's just too many Power Ranger fans.
One in the room of 3.
Yeah, so that's 33.33% in this room.
Yeah.
So this one, I don't need to ask you. You're definitely gonna watch.
Yeah,
this.
I'm definitely gonna watch.
Yeah.
The only thing I would want to know if it's same universe or reboot or.
Well,
whatever it
no
is.
details are available as of yet. It's just sort of in the planning stages. I think they're just fresh off the merger that they bought over from Saban. So yeah, I mean, this Hasbro universe is. It's gonna, did you say it's gonna be lit? Wow. Okay, I will not say that just yet.
Okay.
All right, last bit of news on this week of the podcast. Last episode of the podcast, we talked about Hobbs and Shaw, which is the movie presented by Fast and Furious, apparently.
It's like Fast and Furious produced it. There's these 2 cars. One's called Fast, one's called Furious. They're like, vroom, 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 vroom. And then like some humans translated it, and they're like, we need this film.
Dwayne
So
Johnson.
bad.
Dwayne Johnson has put up on his social media saying that he has wrapped filming, and it's the most challenging film ever.
You weigh like 200 kilograms. What could challenge you? Rock.
Gravity.
That is true.
Because
Hey,
he is.
Didn't he post this the same day as Episode 9's
Yeah, he
announcement?
Did. He did. Yeah.
Does The Rock not like Star Wars? Like, the Jumanji movie went up against The Last Jedi. Number 2 is going up against Episode 9. J.J. Abrams shares this emotional picture of the new leads hugging. And The Rock goes, oh man, it was so tough to shoot this action movie. Like, Dwayne, you gotta see this, right?
I have a theory as to why he said it was challenging.
Why?
Because he's starring alongside Jason Statham, who is also bald. So they're trying to outbald each other in
And
this
then
movie.
there's Idris Elba,
who's also kind of bald.
who's also possibly James Bond. Right? Like, this is basically $110 million audition tape for Idris Elba to be James Bond.
My goodness.
It's like, you need an audition tape? No, watch my last movie. I was just like a super spy there.
Yeah.
Isn't he a villain in this?
Yeah.
He's a villain, yeah. Who injects himself with nanomites or nanobots or whatever it is. And then he gets super strong. All I can say is I want some of those. Anyway, that's
Or
the
he
news.
could do what The Rock does, train every day.
Trend every day and post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's the news this week on the Wayang Crew podcast. If you want to get in touch with us here on the show, check out our contact links down below, which leads us to our next bit of the show, which is our discussion of the upcoming movies of 2019. We had like a good January and February so far. We've got...
It's been not bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's been okay. We got Alita Battle Angel, which we reviewed last week.
We got Glass.
We got Glass,
which I
which came out in
loved.
February, which is okay.
No, that was January.
Yeah, January.
Yeah. You said February.
Oh, I said February. All right.
Alita was February.
Alita's February.
Yeah. And then there's the Lego movie.
There's Lego. I have not checked it
I have
out.
not seen it. I've not seen that.
How to Train Your- Did you watch
I
it?
watched it.
Was it good?
Not as good as the first 2.
Okay, so it's bad.
It's okay.
All right, we're at the cusp of March. It's like mid-February now. We've got a couple of weeks to go for March. We're gonna get Captain Marvel on March 6th.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a good one. I hope.
I mean, Marvel's not, disappointed by way much.
We're only getting 2 movies from Marvel Studios this year, right? Which is Captain Marvel and
Avengers.
Endgame.
And then it's co-producing Far From Home.
Yeah, with Sony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Focus on something.
If it, I have one concern though about Captain Marvel. If you've noticed over the last month or so, they've been releasing a lot of sneak peeks.
They have, yeah. I've
lot-
not seen any of them.
I've stayed away. Like I don't want to spoil myself for anything in this movie. I just want to go in fresh, well, as fresh as I can. I think trailers don't count, but there's a lot of sneak peeks. There's a lot behind the scenes. There's a lot of explanation as to like the characters and the timeline of this movie. And I'm kind of staying away. Do you think Marvel and Disney is a little bit nervous about?
Could be. I think releasing a female-led superhero film it's scary, right?
Well,
Because
for Marvel, because they haven't done it.
No.
DC's done it.
DC's done it, and then that was a runaway success.
Yep.
And I'd be lying if I didn't think Marvel thought we gotta beat Wonder Woman box office.
No, that's written on the first page.
Yeah. So Wonder Woman closed off at I want to say like 800 million.
I think yeah,
Like
somewhere
just
around there.
short 7 plus, and most Marvel movies for their first film don't break 800 million. Like Captain America, the first movie broke 400 something. Like that was very low by Marvel standards. Thor was like 300 and some change. So I think it's a bit nerve-wracking, but I mean, let's be real. People are just walking in to see how it connects to Endgame.
Yeah,
Like you're gonna get
because they teased us at the end of Infinity War with the Captain Marvel logo from the pager, and then we're like, oh my god, it's Captain Marvel up next. We gotta see this movie, and then that will just slide us into
it's confirmed business lah.
confirm. We're also getting that movie from Jordan Peele, Us,
Oh, that looks good.
towards the end of March. I will watch this. I mean,
At the cinema?
yeah, I think it warrants. It's piqued my interest. Let's just
Might
say.
be too scary.
Might be too scary. This is a 30-year-old.
Well, it's not like a ghost horror
No,
thing.
it's
It's,
just-
a thriller.
Like, I will kill you.
It's a slasher.
It's even more realistic.
Yeah, but
Someone could actually.
no.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if I watch
Right.
it.
And at the end of March, we're getting Dumbo.
Yeah, I'm indifferent to that.
I don't know if I'll watch it.
I don't remember the
probably watch
cartoon.
it.
It's Tim Burton. So
Which one is Dumbo? Is this the one with the ears that can fly?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
He's got ears that are so big that all the other circus animals make fun of him.
But then he flies.
And then at the end of it, he flies and go like, "Wow, he can fly. He's so cool."
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
All right, kicking off April, we have Shazam from DC.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's looking better and better.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
There are also a lot of sneak peeks for this movie, which I'm also kind of staying away.
I like this one sneak peek they had where Asher Angel, who plays Billy Batson's running across a roof, jumps off a roof and he says Shazam! Lightning hits him and Shazam
Yeah,
flies off.
flies off.
I thought that was a great shot.
Okay, so it's kind of like, what was it? I'm trying to think of a movie where you jump off a building.
Like it's like remember Spider-Man's the Sam Raimi one?
Yeah, where he had to believe
Yeah.
that he could do it.
And then he did.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was quite nice. Like him jumping off rooftop going Shazam and then boom. I was like, oh, that is a nice shot. Yeah. I'm excited for Shazam.
You're excited, TV?
Oh yeah, I'll watch it. But
Yeah,
it's
I'll
like
watch
any other.
Comic book movie.
Yeah, I need to be really special to.
Okay.
blow me away.
Also, around the same time, we're gonna get Pet Cemetery.
Steve, yeah, that looks good.
That looks very good.
I didn't finish the first trailer because I was scared.
What?
Do you want us to watch this with you?
Maybe.
Okay, after this, I'll be watching that after this. We're also getting Hellboy. That's in the middle of April.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We're not sure about this movie, although they keep
Yeah.
saying that it is gonna be like, there's gonna be like real stuff in this. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, sure. Everybody in the history of anything's ever said that. Like Suicide Squad, like David Ayer went on Comic-Con 2016. Like in retrospect, that was a very cringy thing to do. He was like basically bashing Marvel.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro,
In
wait
front-
for the movie to come out.
in front of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, and then guess what happened?
The movie sucked.
Here's something that's not gonna. Avengers Endgame. That's coming at the end of April.
That one spoil market lah.
Potentially the biggest movie of 2019.
And I think it will cap off quite possibly the biggest development phase of any production house ever.
Yeah. It's the combination of 10 years of movies.
Yeah,
and
22 movies at this point.
and building the universe. So,
Yeah, no, it is nuts.
And they've come out and said it might be 3 hours long, maybe even longer.
Go for it.
Go for it. Then in May, at the beginning of May, we will be having Detective Pikachu, which is something which we bashed on this podcast.
And we still will.
I will not.
I will not. I'm with TB on this because we saw the first trailer. I'm like, you know what? Actually, it's not. It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
Although there was a clip of the Likitang, and it looks really gross.
I think it's supposed to be.
Likitang, if you don't know.
I know.
Okay,
Okay, I just haven't heard it since I was 10. So to hear Kevin passionately talk about Licky Tang,
I'm not passionately talking about. I'm just saying that I saw a clip of Licky Tang, which will be in Detective Pikachu, and I was disturbed. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, that is real.
I still think this movie's not gonna happen.
no. It
There's
is.
a second trailer, right? I think there's
They-
a second.
no second trailer. We've had a first trailer.
I think they're like, I think that was like test footage. Like they're like, let's see if it's gonna work.
Sure.
I can't buy this movie.
We
I'm
are.
sorry.
After that, we're getting John Wick Chapter 3.
Okay, that's not on my list for top 5 yet. So far, Shazam and Endgame is in my top 5.
Okay.
Yesterday, there's a new trailer.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, I missed that. So we'll
When I saw it, but I didn't watch it.
that's probably where the Licky Tongue
Yeah,
footage
maybe.
came from.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
and then we
Is that
talked.
the thumbnail?
Yeah, it's the thumbnail.
And then we talked about this movie earlier on in the show. Aladdin's coming out on the 24th of
Definitely not on my list.
for 24th of May. And then on the same day, we're getting that evil Superman movie, Brightburn.
Oh, that looks. Yeah, I want to watch that.
That's coming out on the same day as Aladdin, so I know what you're going to watch. on
Yeah,
that day.
absolutely.
Brightburn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brightburn.
Are they even showing it in Brunei?
They will be. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
gory horror film. Yeah,
Superhero.
yeah.
Well, this is essentially the movie that explores what if Superman was evil.
Oh, so good.
And it looks good.
So good.
At the end of May 2019,
Oh, yes.
we're going to get this movie,
The King returns.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Oh, so good. So good. Number 3. Yeah, third one on my list is
Turn on your list, TV.
so good.
Yeah, I will watch it.
I'm not asking you if you'll watch
What?
it. What do you think of it?
I don't think TV's never been into creature features.
No, he hasn't.
No,
No.
but
Only in the Power Rangers
I
universe.
like giant stuff fighting each other.
Right.
So
So, like
this is-
Pacific Rim. And
yeah,
all that.
So this is right up your alley.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's
okay.
gonna be so
So you're definitely gonna check this out.
Ugh.
And then also on the same day we're getting Rocket Man, which is the sort of fantasized Elton John biography,
No, I'm not a huge fan.
played by Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't
We'll
know if he'll
see.
come to Brunei.
Probably not, given the subject matter.
We'll see, because we did get Bohemian Rhapsody.
Or, we may get Rocket Man. No one's going to watch it because they're watching Godzilla. I want to meet the guy who looked at the dates and go, let's release it the same day as Godzilla. Like, really?
Maybe he wanted to compete.
No.
Well, you see, we have someone who is one of the co-hosts of this podcast. It's Del, and he's like, I don't know about this whole Godzilla thing. He may be the target demographic that Rocket Man is aiming
Yeah,
for.
then he's going to walk out disappointed and he's going to go get a ticket for Godzilla.
He's gonna walk out and go, rubbish.
Yeah, and he's going to be like, one for Godzilla.
June, on the 7th of June, we're getting X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Do not care. They
This-
should just throw the film.
This is a movie that has been pushed back since last year.
yeah, it's going to get pushed back again.
And then they had a trailer with an actual date.
February 14th.
And then they went, actually, no.
It's
We're-
June
we're
7th.
We're
yeah.
pulling it back. Sorry, our
Our trailer guy messed up.
our Adobe After Effects guy put the
Yeah.
wrong date. Whatever it
How
was.
could you do that, Smith?
This is going to see the same cast as the current X-Men universe,
Which
the,
is-
the younglings,
Oh.
as I like to say.
I don't have enough time to.
What?
To
I thought,
rant
I
about-
thought their movie was good.
First Class was amazing.
First Class was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, then it was downhill after that.
He's
After they
right.
reset?
Huh?
After they reset everything?
Yeah, they reset it perfectly, and then Bryan Singer, who by the way is hopefully going to court soon,
Yeah.
and prison after that. I just hate the guy. Removed Matthew Vaughn, puts himself in to make Days of Future Past, and ruins it.
That's Hollywood for you.
That's Bryan Singer for you.
We're getting Men in Black International,
That looks not bad. Yeah,
the middle of June.
I think it will be funny, so...
Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson,
yeah.
Yeah?
And Liam Neeson. Right?
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it'll be. Yeah, it looks harmless.
Yeah, I mean,
The
show,
trailer had those aliens who love coffee. I love those guys.
Wanga, and they start walking around. Yeah. They're like
Is Will Smith going to be?
No, but there was a reference to them in portraits.
Yeah.
There was a portrait with Agent K and J on it.
So they're like immortalized.
Yeah, they're like...
They didn't die, right? in the
No,
original?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, but immortalized as in like, these are the Men
yeah,
in
that's
Black.
the gold standard
Gold
for...
standard.
I'm sure
no,
they're gonna,
no, that's
like-
the black standard.
Oof.
I'm sure they're gonna, cameo somewhere.
Yeah, I think Will Smith, depending on how Aladdin turns out 2 weeks before... depending on how Aladdin turns out 2 weeks before that, I think Will Smith's got some back pocket plans going on.
Maybe just Will Smith, because I don't know if you can
No,
get...
I don't think Tommy Lee Jones cares.
He's just too grumpy.
No,
at this
he
point.
doesn't care. He doesn't care.
No. After that, we're getting Toy Story 4, something that we've talked about.
Yeah.
I'll watch this because it is the continuation of a much beloved trilogy. Something from
When you see, every time I hear trilogy, I'm like,
from all our childhoods. We all grew up with these movies.
hey, here's a question I'll throw to you guys, right? Like, Tibby, are you big on, do you like Toy Story, the trilogy?
Not a huge fan.
Okay. But I know, Kev, you are, right? So, if, how long has it been since Toy Story 3? It would be 9 years this year,
Yeah, you're
right? So, if in the year 2021, you find out Chris Nolan is doing Chapter 4 for The Dark Knight Saga, how would you feel?
I don't know, because that's a saga. He closed it.
Right. So I feel like that's how I feel about Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Like the trilogy ended so well that if I found finding out that another one's coming out, I'm like, I don't know. But at the same time, like, it's Chris Nolan though. Like,
Yeah.
I'd watch the Batman.
yeah, I absolutely.
I'll watch it, but then again, it sort of plays with your
Because-
feelings.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I
Because
like this.
you cried so hard at the third one.
Because he in the third one he stopped being Batman.
Yeah.
And then I was like, justice calls me.
Yeah, just this call. Selena cheated on me. She found a Latin lover who lives in Spain and serenades
Actually, it
her.
was at the end of the Dark Knight Rises. It was like, what was it? Like, did he fix it? Did he fix the autopilot?
Yeah.
Didn't he?
That
did
part.
He? And at the end, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
No, it's been repaired. Software patch. Check the ID on that patch. Bruce Wayne. Like, I was like, what? Yeah, that was amazing.
All right. After that, we're getting Child's Play, which is something we talked about.
Where did I see the trailer? Did you play the trailer?
I think so. Yeah. I played the
Yeah.
trailer.
Looks good.
It looks
But
okay.
is Chucky an AI?
Yeah. He's been modernized.
Ah,
He's not just a doll anymore.
So he's not a ghost. He's not a possessed ghost.
Well, there is that element that's still in there.
At this rate, you guys might as well just make a movie about a phone like jumping off tables and stabbing.
No, you know
people.
what this is? This is like I think I know how they started this idea. Someone probably wrote a screenplay for a possessed Furby.
Have you guys been to that Reddit about possessed Furbies?
No?
You'll get nightmares.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I know. No, I can't. Anyway, that brings us to July, which is summer. And kicking off the summer is Spider-Man Far From Home. That's coming out early July. The trailer looks good.
I'm not a huge Spidey fan.
You're not a huge Spidey fan.
No.
So-
I love Tobey Maguire. but-
Okay. I will definitely watch this because it's got some new characters in there.
It's got Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, we get Mysterio, and we probably get the Elementals as well in this
Supposedly,
movie.
yeah.
Supposedly, now although nothing's been confirmed, and this movie just spoiled Endgame for everyone. It's like, look, Nick Fury and Mary Hill are still here.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they're back because this is after
Endgame, but Marvel Studios insists it's before.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So confusing.
Timelines don't matter. to me.
Timelines don't matter. And then in the middle of July, we'll be getting The Lion King.
Ah,
July.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no words.
I'm looking forward to that.
I love the original animated movie, and I don't know if this makes it better.
Yeah.
I
am so curious to see how Mufasa dies in real life.
yeah.
You know, that scene kills me every time I watch the cartoon. Like, I wonder how many more fold increase the damage will be this time.
Maybe it'll just be like stock footage from National Geographic.
And the lion falls to his death.
Splice it in.
Yeah.
Donald Glover, right?
Simba, yes.
Yes. We should get the voice of what's his name, the guy who does the narration for Planet Earth BBC.
Richard Attenborough.
Yeah. And now Simba is sad
Yeah.
because his father is...
Yeah, I did a set on this in October. Like,
no longer
if I found out
alive.
Disney stole this, watch out.
At the end of July, we'll be having this movie, which we don't know very much about. It's a movie called Once Upon a Time, This Is Real, ... in Hollywood.
Quentin Tarantino.
This is a Quentin
Yes,
Tarantino
but there's no
movie.
trailer yet, right?
Nothing.
He's
no
like
trailer.
keeping it
Nothing. There's been some
quiet.
pictures of Margot Robbie as the late Sharon Tate.
Brad Pitt, I think, also.
Yeah, Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio. It looks amazing.
All-studded cast,
Yeah,
star-studded cast. No one knows a lot about this movie.
Except it's gonna cover the Charles Manson murders.
Yep.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino doing something like this. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Cool. August, we're getting a movie that someone in our panel of co-hosts really wanted to watch. It's New Mutants.
Oh, was it Dell?
Yeah.
okay.
Del was so looking forward to this, and then it got pushed back from last year to this year. It's coming out in August. Yeah, whatever. It's a horror mutant movie. Fine.
Yeah, they don't have to release it. Nothing's gonna happen.
Okay. When they release that, this movie is also coming out on the same day. We have 3 movies coming out apparently on the same day in August, on August the 2nd. It's New Mutants, and then we're going to get Dora the Explorer.
The movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Again, another movie nobody asked for.
Yeah, although this is the movie where Michael Pena is married to
Dora the Explorer.
Eva Longoria.
Oh.
Michael Pena has had a very interesting life.
I wonder how the movie's like, where is my dog?
Yeah, where's
Have you seen my dog?
Diego? Where's Diego?
That's the map, right?
Diego? No, isn't that the monkey?
I can't remember.
Man, I don't know. I'm sorry, Dora the Explorer fans.
Is it to
Can
my
you
left?
say cupcake?
Yeah.
Is
So
it on
bad.
the left?
Well, we'll see. It might surprise us. This could be, like Tomb Raider level.
Okay.
Tomb Raider level of how stupid it's going to
Okay, that's good.
We're also getting Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. That's coming out.
Another movie nobody asked for. Wow, August the 2nd is filled with the rejects.
This is like the back end of summer.
That's
so
why
they're
the
like-
other movies don't want to
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
August.
A week after that, we're getting Artemis Fowl, which is the children's book series
I read a
turned
couple
into a
of those.
movie.
Yeah.
It looks. I don't know what the trailer.
They've been trying to make this movie since I was 14. I think they should have stopped.
Wow.
They should have stopped trying.
Okay.
It doesn't translate well today.
We're also getting a movie called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
That is who's attached to that?
I don't have the
Is
name.
it one of those teenage...
Yeah, this is like a series of children's books. Oh no, teenager books like horror.
Alone in the Dark, right?
No. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. There was a series of ads that came out during the Super Bowl, and they looked terrifying. They were very short, like 10, 15-second clips, and like, oh, this is something that made like the hair at the back of my neck stand up.
I haven't watched this.
You haven't watched it?
The stories from Guillermo del Toro.
Yes, that's right. Sorry.
Oh, is it like one of those, they take stories from Guillermo del Toro?
No, so it's based on a children's anthological horror series by Alvin Schwartz, and it's being made into a movie by Guillermo del Toro.
Okay.
Oh, twisted mind.
What other horror movies has he made?
He made
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth, The Orphanage. He produced Mama. He's produced quite a few good ones. Yeah.
This tells how bad I am at
And he
horror
also made
movies.
Pacific Rim.
That's not a horror movie.
But the second one was.
It was a horrible movie, but I still liked it. But
I loved it.
All right. Middle of August, we're getting. This is another movie that no one asked for. The Angry Birds movie Part 2.
No, we're not even gonna give it any airtime. Next.
All right. Next, also another movie that no one asked for. We've been getting, a lot of Lego movies over the last couple of years. We got the Lego movie, we got the Lego Batman movie, we got Lego Ninjago, and then this year we got Lego movie, the second part. Playmobil, which is another brand of toy, kind of similar to Lego. They're coming out with their own movie. No one knows anything about
never
it.
played this. What?
I know
Playmobil?
I used to play
Playmobil.
it as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, August is shaping to be the month that I'm not going to be spending any money in the cinema.
But that's okay because in September, the month after that, we're getting It Chapter 2.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
That is on my
Premiere.
list. That's
Yeah,
number 4.
It's on your list. Excited?
Yeah, premiere.
All
I
right.
wouldn't mind watching it.
I will be there.
Okay.
All right. Middle of September, I showed Kai the trailer earlier on before we started recording. It's a trailer for a animated movie called Spies in Disguise, where
Don't tell you what. Let's do a little litmus test.
okay.
Tell TB the plot without telling him the actor.
All right. Okay.
attached to the film.
Okay. There is a super spy, the greatest spy in the world, right? He is untouchable. He knows he has the tech, he has all the kung fu moves. He's
charm.
literally untouchable, and he does things that normal humans cannot do. And every super spy has like his Q, like the one who gives him all the gadgets and
He's
whatnot.
Alfred.
His Alfred, yeah. So his Alfred, his Q, his, quartermaster believes that the best way for a super spy to even more super spy is to turn him into a pigeon.
So his super spy is a pigeon.
No.
This
He's
super
a super spy and he gets turned into a pigeon.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the story.
This
This
is the story.
It's
All right?
an animated movie.
Okay. The super spy is voiced by Will Smith.
Do you see where we're going with this?
And the guy who turns him into a pigeon is voiced by Tom Holland.
What?
Wait, Tom Holland is the butler?
The kid.
The spy kid?
The
He's a
nerd,
kid.
yeah.
He's a nerd who supplies him probably with his spy
Is
gadgets.
this a mistake?
Right? I'm like, how many back pockets is Will Smith gonna have to use this year?
Okay. I'll show you the trailer later on.
Okay.
Okay. October. We've got Joker coming out in the beginning of October.
It's gonna be great.
What's his name? Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix.
He's oh my goodness, that's gonna be good.
He is a super character actor, that guy.
And the other Joker movie is cancelled, right?
About time, Jared. Nobody likes you.
He did win a Oscar.
Yeah, not for the Joker though, TB. Come on. Stop misleading people. Like, Ben Affleck is an Oscar-winning actor, director, and writer, but not all his films
Yeah,
are.
I'm just saying not everyone hates.
Yeah.
All right, middle of October, we're getting Zombieland 2.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. A bit too late.
I like the
think.
first one.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
It'd be kind of fun to see all the characters and where they are now, especially as we've seen Jesse Eisenberg and how odd he's become, and how cool Emma Stone has become.
And how Woody Harrelson still is.
Yeah,
And we'll see if they
he's still Woody
have
Harrelson.
Twinkies.
Yeah.
he's still looking for Twinkies.
Yeah. That's funny. I thought that was hilarious.
November, which is the second last month of 2019, we talked about this movie earlier on in the show. First up, Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, so I don't really remember the TV show or the other movies, but I guess I would watch it. I mean, like, yeah, if it's a good time at the cinema, sure.
Yeah.
I just hope it's better than the Asian Charlie's Angel. If you've ever watched that.
What? There's an Asian Charlie's Angel?
There was a version of Hong Kong.
I have to see this movie.
I might be mistaken, but I think I did watch a Hong Kong version of Charlie's Angel.
Are you sure it wasn't like a knockoff?
Or
I don't know.
parody?
Wait, was it in English or?
Nope.
Oh, because I was hoping they would try to speak. We are Charlie's Angels.
Kevin can say that. I can't.
Also on the same day, we're getting the Terminator 6 movie.
I don't know what to feel about
Dark Fate.
Is Arnold in it? Again?
Yes, he's in it. Although he plays a very different Terminator from what everyone is saying.
Yeah, just don't CGI him back to young. Then I'll be fine.
Well, if he goes up against one, I think that's okay.
Okay.
All right. Doctor Sleep is coming out on the first
No
week
idea what
of
that was
November.
about.
It's the sequel to the Stephen King movie, The Shining.
Yeah.
I've never watched The Shining.
Wow, you should.
It's all right. If you're looking to be scared, it's not that scary. But okay, the concept is good.
Yeah,
Like, it freaks you out,
it freaks you out.
but there's no scare. Like, I'm not scared when I'm watching.
There's no jump scares. I mean,
Yeah.
Is it like Bird Box ish?
I've not seen-
no, it's not like Bird Box. This is slow. It's a really slow burn.
Okay.
It's from that period of movie making where they really took their time.
Like
and,
Sixth Sense.
like
or
all the
something.
shots meant something. Like, oh, we are dragging this on because we have to sort of show you how alone they are. You know,
Is it still good? Like The Shining, if I watch it now.
It's all right. I don't think TB will enjoy it.
This is do work while you're like watching.
Yeah. You're because it's Stanley Kubrick.
Okay.
Yeah. On the same day, we're getting the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
I will
Another
definitely
movie.
watch it.
You will?
Yeah, I used to play a lot of
Even
Sonic.
with those super buff legs?
Yes.
I mean,
I don't think that's the actual.
I mean, I wouldn't mind watching it for Jim Carrey.
he looks like Will Smith's Genie. Or Genie
think
looks like
Will
him.
Smith is not getting any love.
I don't think that's the official poster that we saw. Yeah,
the one
because the only one was the silhouette one. You
Yeah.
don't really see his body.
Okay.
Yeah, Will Smith is not getting any love.
No.
Wait, is it Will Smith?
Yeah. No, Will
No,
Smith
no.
as the Genie.
Oh, okay. No, because I play a lot of Sonic when I was young,
I used to watch the cartoons a lot.
and their cartoons.
Yeah. Middle of November, we're getting the Untitled Kingsman 3 movie.
Nobody cares. I'm not watching.
Nobody cares. After the second one, that was a burn. That was a bad burn.
Yeah, after very good first.
Yeah. All right, and here's something that may save Disney this year. It's Frozen 2.
Nope.
End of November. I'm not watching it because they are going to be playing the music everywhere. Which brings us to the last month of 2019. It's December. And middle of December, we are slated to get the Jumanji sequel. I'll watch it.
It's because I'll be watching something else that day.
Will Smith will. Hey, wait, no, it's not Will Smith. It's
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock, yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
You'll
for
watch
The
it.
Rock.
All right. And then the last movie that I have on this list, which is coming out on December 20th, that's the official release date, Star Wars Episode 9, the close of this trilogy.
And the Saga.
And
December
the saga.
20th,
December 20th.
day after my birthday. Yes, thank you.
That's your birthday present.
I'm gonna be so sad in the cinema. Like it's just wow. This is.
Shall we bring the tissues?
I don't know. I'll have a big enough jacket.
Wow. Is it going to be soaking wet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cosplay maybe.
What?
I'll think about it.
Oh,
As-
Mace Windu, White Mace Windu.
Asian Mace.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, I can wear a stormtrooper suit.
Really?
If you need a helmet, let me know.
I don't know. I haven't think of.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, you have like 10 months to go.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe
seeing
a-
that picture on Instagram that JJ Abrams posted just made me so sad. I was like, oh no, it's actually coming to an end.
Yep, it was the last day of filming for Oscar Isaac and
It was the last day of production.
Of production, right?
They're done.
So they're done with principal photography.
Yep.
And
Editing, it's post from all the way, and unless there's reshoots required.
Oh, wow. So
John
yeah.
Boyega looked like he was in shock.
I think I think
he
he's
was
hiding
posing.
it. He's
I
hiding
think he's
it. Yeah.
posing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That guy's a poser, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, but man, to even think that this is the end, it just makes me sad.
I'm sure there's gonna be another trilogy in 15
No, but then
years'
like
time.
it's not gonna be about the Skywalker saga. Like they've been saying, like this is the end of the Skywalker story, and Star Wars to me, like everything else.
There's a lot more to it than just the Skywalker saga.
No, for me it's the Skywalker.
Oh, it's the
saga.
Skywalker. For you, it is the Skywalker.
Like if they go on and go, oh, here's another Force sensitive kid. It's like I don't care. Like the Anakin Luke story was what's important to me. But they decided to make this new batch of films, and I was on board initially, but now I'm like 50-50.
What if there's like another poor kid?
What if they use George Lucas's original draft for the character of Luke, and we have a new character now called Star Killer?
Oh, that would be nice. That would be very nice.
See, it's very easy.
I think it's just I don't want to let go.
All right, so that's 2019 movies that are coming out this year and what we are anticipating. I don't think we're going to do an Upper Lilat this week because we've been so busy. I have not watched anything at all.
I just watched something.
Except
this
for
morning.
today,
Yeah,
which is Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy.
We both watched that. Let's talk about it next week once
All right.
we've watched more of episodes. So that's going to be it this week for the Wayang Crew podcast. Do check us out on our media links down below. And I'd like to thank my co-hosts, Tibi and Kai. And are we making an announcement for the 1st of March show?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. We are having a headliner show on the 1st of March where Tibi, Kai, myself, Del, Naz.
Well, you guys don't know Najib, but
No, not Jib. Yeah, he's performing.
wait,
Najib's-
Naz is going in. I
What
think.
headline?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we haven't confirmed.
we haven't confirmed anything.
Oh, we haven't confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay. But from what I know, 3 of us in this room
Yep.
are performing.
Yeah.
plus Del.
Plus Del, yeah.
All right, so do check us out on BruHaha
BruHaha
Comedy.
and Facebook BruHaha Comedy Brunei. For those who are in Brunei, do check us out.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be it this week. We'll see you on the next episode of the Wayang Crew Podcast. Well, bye.